Hello, this is Yelin, and I will explain the homework 3 problem 1. And the first question is we need to find A so that P of x equals to K represents a probability mass function. If it represents a probability mass function, we need to sum this series, and to need the sum of this series is equals to 1. And we write it like this, and it's also equals to 1. So in order to get this series, the sum of this series, we could use the geometric series to get this series. And when x, the absolute value of x less than 1, and k tends to infinity, we get the formula, and the series equals to 1 over 1 minus x. So we differentiate on both sides of this equation, and we got the form we want, and we use x equals to 1 over 3 in this equation, and we got that a equals to 4 over 9, and the second question is we need to find E of x. E of x is the sum of this series. In order to get this series, we use the result we get above, and we multiply x on both sides of this equation. Then we differentiate on both sides, so we got the form we want, and in this time we let x equals to 1 over 3, and we got the result that E of x equals to 2. The next question is we need to find E of x square. E of x square is the sum of the series, and we use the result above, and the sum of this series, and we multiply this equation on both sides. Is equals to this form, and then we differentiate on both sides, so we got the form we want, with the series we want. Then we let x equals to 1 over 3, and then we got the result 5.5. The final question is we need to calculate. We need to find the conditional probability mass function of P of x equals to k given x greater than or equal to 1, and x less than or greater or equal to 10. In order to get this, we rewrite it as the conditional probability function formula. Then we get this form, and the denominator part is just this, and the denominator part is the sum of this probability from k equals to 1 to k equals to 10. Finally, we got the result 0.44 k, and times 1 over 3 k minus 1, when k's range is 1 to 10. And the next question, the problem 2, is we're given that x is uniform in between -1 and 2. So we got the PDF of x is 1 over 3 when x is in -1 to 2. Otherwise, fx is 0. Then we could integral the PDF function to get a CDF function. So we got a CDF function in 3 parts, and it's just this function. Then the second question is we need to find and draw the CDF of y. We know that y equals to x squared, and gx equals to x squared. The derivative of gx is 2 times x. So we know that when y greater than 0, less than or equal to 1, there are 2 solutions of gx. One is minus root y, the other is root y. So the PDF of y, use this formula, we could calculate it as 1 over 3 times root y. when y greater than 1, less than or equal to 4, there are only one solution for gx, x equals to root y. So we use this formula. We got the CDF in this range, and it's 1 over 6 root y. So we got, and otherwise the CDF of y is 0. So we draw this picture. We draw the form. We draw the function. It's also 3-part. Then we need to find the CDF of y. CDF of y is just the integral of PDF of y. So we integrate, and it's 4 parts. Less than 0, from 0 to 1, 1 to 4, greater than 4. So it's 4 parts. The final question is we need to find the E of y. E of y is just the first moment of CDF. So we calculate it, and finally we got 1. That's the 2 problem. So that's it. Thank you.